Kirk. Charlie Kirk's going viral, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Kirk is going viral, and mourners around the world show love for Charlie Kirk, and he's become a martyr. They martyrized him. And vigils will held around the world for slain free speech advocate and Turning Point USA co-founder Charlie Kirk, offering a pungent demonstration that the power of his ideas reach far beyond America's borders, and that good people around the world can unite in mourning for young husband and father. So, yeah, he was the one that was trying to. He was, you know what he was doing? He was trying to bring the sanity back. That's it. He just wanted to normalize things, bring the sanity back, and question a lot of the narratives that the mainstream media that was poisoning the masses. It was mainly the mainstream media that was poisoning the masses through government agencies and through U.S. aid and all that other stuff. You guys know how it works, right? And he brought a voice of reason. Like if I got into a duel match or I needed someone to help me in a debate, to be by my side, I would get Supreme Canon to help me, right? Supreme Canon would be like my Charlie Kirk. Supreme Canon would be my support, my wingman, right? Okay, unraveling the web of deception, Charlie Kirk's assassin and the FBI's false flag. And like they say, never let a bad situation or a tragedy go to waste, right? Official narrative collapses. Authorities arrested Tyler as the alleged shooter, but the story lacks visual evidence, bullet recovery, and credible logistics, raising suspicion of cover-up or staged event. False flag indicators. The assassination bears hallmarks of a false flag, including FBI deception, history decoy, operatives, a vanished private jet, and inexplicable security failures similar to Trump's attempt assassination. Motives and beneficiaries. Israel and the CIA, domestic extremists or globalists may be behind Kirk's killing due to his anti-globalist stance with potential aims to incite violence or justify authoritarian policies. Orchestrated chaos. The event fits the pattern of destabilization, media manipulation, eroding public trust, and AI-driven job loss to pave the way for doctrination solutions like martial law or digital ID mandates. Demand transparency. The inconsistencies demand independent investigation. America must reject official narratives, prepare for deeper conspiracies, and resist complacency in the face of escalating tyranny. And the official narrative crumbles under scrutiny. A patsy or a real shooter. No visual evidence. Impossible logistics. No recovered bullets. Destroyed crime scene. And false flag hallmarks, government deception, decoys and misdirection, private jet anomalies. I want to read this one. A private jet linked to the event mysteriously disappeared from the public tracking systems, raising questions about the elite involvement. And security failures. And despite heightened tensions, Kirk's security detail failed to detect or naturalize the threat, reminiscent to the Secret Service's inexplicable lapses during the Trump assassination attempt. Who benefits? While Israel, a nation infamous for assassination programs, remains a prime suspect due to Kirk's criticism of Israeli policies, other possibility looms. The CIA or deep state, domestic left-wing extremists, fabricated crisis. So if you want to read the full and entire article, you can go over to naturalnews.com. Natural News, and this was written by Finn Hartley. So you can check this out. Finn Hartley over at Natural News. And it's a conspiracy. Check it out, guys, and see what you guys think. And top German football club to question player over sympathy for Charlie Kirk, says media. So Borussia Dortmund's midfielder Felix Nemecha has drawn criticism on social media for expressing his condolences to the murdered activist family. German footballer giant Borussia Dortmund will internally review the social media activity of its midfielder Felix Nemec after he caused a stir online by expressing his sorrow over the murder of an American conservative activist, Charlie Kirk. Several local outlets have reported. So, wow, you can't make this up. You want to say, hey man, sorry for your wife, your kids are going to suffer with this one. Rest in peace with God. Or he said, rest in peace with Jesus. Or rest, you are now with, rest in peace with the Lord. He said in his, rest in peace with the Lord. Wow. Scrutinized and getting his background checked on social media for his post. For a guy that wants to bring the sanity back. For a guy that's questioning the narrative. For a guy that wasn't afraid. For a guy that put his life on the line. And watch left-wing streamer Stephen Bonnell, a.k.a. I'm not going to say his name. I don't even know who he is. So calls for conservatives to be killed more often so they will be afraid. Calls for conservatives to be killed more often so they will be afraid to attend events or speak out. So this guy wants to come. Where is he? He doesn't even have a picture of the guy. Good. So this guy right here, whoever this guy is, Destiny or whatever he calls himself, wants to live in a Christian-found Ten Commandment country, giving him the freedoms and the protections and the laws to protect him to freely say what he wants, but then wants to kill the people that put it in place. That is the most retarded thing ever. They want to take out, they want to take out the people that put the structure of freedom in place. To let this guy speak, he wants to take it out. He's, like Supreme Canon said on the show a billion times, he's just sawing the branch he's sitting on. That's all he's doing. And leak CIA files reveal plans to assassinate Charlie Kirk, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens on live TV. So they want to make an example of these people. And tonight's leaked deep state government files online, a chilling blueprint for 2025, a plan to stage public spectacles of violence designed to terrorize the nation into submission. The documents call for maximum shock value and public trauma. Executions on live TV so bloody, so devastating that nobody watching can ever forget. And that's the targets there. That's who they want to go for. Again, anyone that wants to protect and conserve your way of life and conserve your family values and conserve your beliefs and conserve what you love, someone's going to come and destroy it, or someone's going to come and take it from you. These people are trying to protect that from happening. And here we go. Charlie Kirk was frightened by pro-Israeli forces before his death. And basically, Bartholomew claims that Kirk was not only afraid of Netanyahu, but was coming under a great deal of pressure from Jewish billionaire donors who funded the TPUSA to fall in line with pro-Israel agenda. And really sad. But eventually the truth will surface. The truth always surfaces no matter what. And J.D. Vance hosts Charlie Kirk's show from the White House. That's really nice. Vice President J.D. Vance, who's a Catholic, by the way. I'm a Catholic and I'm proud. I'm a Portuguese Catholic. Vice President J.D. Vance hosted Real America's Voice, the Charlie Kirk show, live from the White House on Monday in honor of Kirk. So there it is right there. Really nice. People are honoring and celebrating his life all over the world. Celebration of life all over the world all weekend long. And it's very interesting position we are in right now, folks. And we'll keep you guys posted on this as we go along through Mike in the Night.